Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. I'm just going to do a quick one today. I'm covering the 4 trainees that Marigold has announced. There's really not too much other new information other than they've officially announced that actress girls, the 6 that came over, are going to be a part of Marigold. And Rossi gave everyone like baseball numbers, and that the coveted 18 has not been given out to anybody. I think we all know who that's going to. Mayu? Anyway, so recently the Marigold Twitter account kind of announced and made separate posts with short introductions for each of the new trainees. I'm going to go over each one of them and kind of talk about a little bit about what they've done outside of wrestling. Unfortunately, for 3 of the 4, I can't really show anything that they've been doing outside of Marigold Wrestling, because let's just say Mina is right up their alley, and Unagi. So let's start with, let me pop over here. Let's start with the first one, the one that I probably won't have too much to talk about because she's the only one that has like no information about her. She doesn't even have a Twitter account as far as I can tell. I was not able to find one. I looked everywhere for it. I could not find anything. So the first one is Komomo Minami. We got another Momo, which is funny because Komomo is the nickname of one of the Momos from Stardom, so it's going to be very odd. I'm curious to know if people are just going to call her Minami or not. Anyway, so we got Komomo Minami.
はい、南顧問です。以前はデビューできなかったのですが、今回は一から頑張ってもう一度マリーゴールドでデビューしたいと思います。よろしくお願いします。
So there you go. The introductions are very short and almost no information. They just give their name and they're like, oh, I'm going to try my best. So some of you may remember her as the person who was originally supposed to debut in Stardom with Hanako and I think Aya or something. One of the newer Stardom people. I wasn't really watching at the time. Sorry, I don't really have too much information. But apparently she had gotten injured, and then that pushed back her debut, and then she kind of disappeared for a while, then showed up again, and then disappeared, and people were wondering what was going on with her. Well, apparently maybe she was just holding out because she knew Rossi was leaving and she wanted to join Rossi's promotion. Who knows? It would be very interesting, and because a lot of the other girls who like left Stardom, they all have little stories about how like Rossi has basically changed their life. Like they wouldn't be where they are now without Rossi. But this girl, like, she didn't even debut yet, so it's very interesting and curious. Like, I'm just very curious why she decided to go. Since there's no way that she can have any kind of like story like the rest of them. But I'm looking forward to her. She looks kind of rough here in this picture, but that's a good sign because that means that they're more focused on training and becoming actual wrestlers and looking cute all the time, which is a great thing in my opinion. Yeah, so here they kind of all announced that they in Stardom that they were going to be training or whatever, and the first one was her. I wonder. Jeez. Oh, right. I'm blocked. I forgot. Oh, okay. You know how hard it is to look up like Stardom stuff when you're blocked and you constantly have to switch accounts and try to find the same post to try to find it again. It's really annoying. Anyway, so yeah, that's all I really have to say about we literally know nothing. She has no Twitter account. I can't look up anything that she's done outside of Stardom. As far as I can tell, she just came out of the ethos and she is now trying to wrestle. So yeah, let's move on to the next person. I can't scroll down on her Twitter account, and if you go there you'll know why. So for these next 3 women, if you're going to go to their Twitter accounts or follow them, just a heads up, they are all gravure models and they post very risque photos all the time. Um, it was very hard researching these girls, like things that they've done outside of just Gravier, because they're all known just for their basically getting nakedness. Um, and I was trying to, because all of them are also in idol groups, and I can't, like for this one, the EQ lips, I literally can't find a single thing on them on the group at all. The closest thing I was able to find is the actual EQ lips Twitter account, and now I can't scroll down on this either because apparently this one has a, let's say, a theme. A lot of the pictures shows them on stage singing, but they're wearing like bikinis essentially. So yeah. So the second one is, oh god, what's her name? Oh no. All right, so her name is Nagisa Tachibana. She, I couldn't find anything that she's done in terms of her idol career. I looked for probably 30, 40 minutes. I know that doesn't sound like a lot of time, but it's a lot of time when you can't find anything. So you feel like you just wasted 30 or 40 minutes. I searched for like 30 or 40 minutes trying to find anything on her idol group, EQ Lips. I could not find a single thing. Even the website that the other girls are on for their group, she's on that as well, but it doesn't mention her group EQ Lips at all. So I don't know. Her Instagram account is gone, as far as I can tell. Every time I click on it, it goes to nothing. It just says like, sorry, like the page you're looking for doesn't exist or whatever. I'll even show you that. That's how confident I am. Instagram's like, yep, page isn't available. I'm assuming she probably got kicked off, because as far as I know, Instagram doesn't like allow like porn anymore, like it used to. I think it got rid of it like years ago or something. And a lot of girls or women like this probably got kicked off for posting their content. Yeah, so that's really all I have to say about her. I couldn't really find anything about her. She, yeah, I don't know. She's really hot. I don't know what else to say. That's all I can tell. That's all I can tell. Here's her introduction. I forgot to do this.
グラビアやアイドルもやっている立花渚です。マリーゴールドの練習生になりました。私はプロレスが初めてで、右も左もまだ分かりませんが、先輩方の背中を見て精一杯頑張っていきます。どうぞよろしくお願いいたします。
So now we're moving on to Yuki Minami, and this is where things start getting spicy, and I actually have information. So let's just start off with her introduction, and then I'll go into everything.
練習生の南ゆきです。少しだけプロレスをやっていました。希望のあるリングにやってきました。強い女になりたいです。よろしくお願いします。
Holy cow, her voice, I actually hadn't listened to that before. Her voice does not match her at all. I don't know. That was a very interesting voice. Anyway, so we have Yuki Minami, and she is an idol, a part of the group Clip Clip, which I actually was able to find stuff on. I highly don't recommend you go and listen to their songs. They're pretty bad. I know that's mean to say, but like it's just my honest opinion as someone who actually does listen to a lot of Japanese music. And that's nothing against them. That's just how I feel. Their group didn't make good music. It was mostly their voices. They're doing what they love, and that's great. So we have Yuki Minami. She also, like I said, all of the rest of the women here are Gravier models as well. Her, not as much recently anyway, from what I could find. Because I was trying to find some stuff on them, and I can actually scroll down on hers. She hasn't posted anything like that in quite a while, so maybe she's moved away from that, which is great. Oh, yeah, I spoke too soon. Never mind. So she was posting grab your stuff. She reposted something literally 14 hours ago. So never mind, I lied. Apparently she's still in the game. Whatever, doesn't matter. I can't scroll down past this first one because the next one is like a grab your thing. This is gonna be fun to edit because I accidentally just scrolled on it because I was so confident. Yeah, so she also has some controversy around her as well because just like Julia, she is coming from Ice Ribbon. Now, some of you might have seen my tweets or posts or whatever you want to call it, where I saw the announcement of her contract being canceled by Ice Ribbon, and I kind of retweeted or reposted it, and you know, with like the Jim Carrey memes, like maybe, you know, because I just thought the timing was a little weird, and too coincidental, and sure enough, I was right, which is awesome. I'm like 1 for 4 or something like that, 1 for 4 or 5, in terms of predictions. So that'll be great. More, it's like I'm not gonna say I was wrong on any of them until like at least a year. So yeah, so the post made it seem like she was in conversation for extending her contract with Ice Ribbon. But then she made it known that she no longer wanted to extend her contract, that she was not going to re-sign. And because of that, Ice Ribbon decided to terminate her contract. And then she shows up at Stardom, like, within a day or two. Or not, oh my god, that's going to be so hard to do. She shows up at Marigold within like a day or two. So a lot of people are claiming this is poaching, and I can kind of see that. But if her contract was running out soon, and she went to Rossi and was like, "Hey, my contract's about to be up. Can I come there instead of staying in Ice Ribbon?" And he goes, "Sure." I don't know. Like, how are you supposed to find jobs if you have to wait for your contract to be over before you can go talk to other promotions to see where you want to go? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. I honestly don't feel like this is poaching at all. But I could see the perspective of people who think it is. Unlike the other ones, this one I can actually kind of see people's perspective on it being poaching, but I don't believe this one was. But yeah, so she did wrestle in Ice Ribbon though. So she's, as far as I know, she's the only one who actually has wrestling experience. But I wasn't able to find any like clips of her wrestling. So unfortunately, I was not able to watch any of her stuff. But like I said, I did listen to her idol group, and no, sorry. All right, let's go to the next woman, and this is the one that I'm the most excited for out of the four. Um, Purely because she's the cutest. Like, I'm sorry. I have a lot of faith that she's gonna go hard though. You know, I got a good feeling about her. I usually get these good feelings. Like, I had the same feeling about Kamatani when she debuted. Same thing about Saida when she debuted. Oh man, there was like another one that I basically called. I'm like, yo, she's gonna be a superstar, and they all did it because like they give off certain vibes. You know, you can feel the passion behind them. Anyway, so let's listen to Ryo Sakumura's introduction.
崎村涼子です。マリーゴールドの練習生になりました。私は個人でグラビアアイドルとアイドルグループクリップにも所属しています。いろんな活動をやってきたんですが、10年目、11年目、新しいことやってみたいと思ってプロレスに挑戦します。よろしくお願いします。
So she's been in the entertainment business for over 10 or 11 years, which means a lot like, for example, Tam, who was an underground idol before becoming a wrestler. She has that presentation and charisma experience that some of the other girls might not have. So I'm expecting her to kind of follow the same path as Tam. The only difference is she's going to have Fuka Nanae kicking her butt to make her a good wrestler. So if she can get through that, I have a really good feeling that she could be a superstar. Like, she could be a top card wrestler in like 5 years, if she actually puts in the effort. Wait a minute, did she say she was in that group for 10 years? How old is she? Okay, so 18. Oh, so she debuted around 17 or 18. Okay, that's cool. But anyway, yeah, so she's especially when you have like women like this, like you have her doing what she does, because it is crazy. Like I don't even want, like, I can't even scroll down on her Twitter account because of, I'm afraid that one of her pictures are like towards the top. Like, that's how insanely revealing they are. I mean, she advertises her Gravier in her bio, like she's a Gravier model, and then she was in a group, and if you looked at the like the pictures and stuff, I guess that doesn't look cutesy at all. But Clip Clip does. Clip Clip, they all have cutesy vibes to them. It's very insane. Yeah, so she's the one that I'm the most excited to look for, because I feel like she has the most drive behind her. She's also the cutest. If you do want to check out her group, I don't know if she's still in it. The only one still. Oh, yep, yeah. So, Yuki Minami and Ryo, what's her name? Ryoko, are both on the Twitter account being advertised. They're the only two, actually, which is odd because I'm pretty sure there's 3 people. Anyway, so yeah, if you do want to check out their their stuff, here's their Twitter account. It's clip_CWE. It's really not that hard to find videos. Just go to YouTube and type in clip J-pop or whatever you want to type in. I just typed in clip, and I found some shows from them, and I was not a fan. So there you go. That's the 4 new trainees of Marigold. And what do you guys think? Do you guys think any one of them are going to be more of a standout than the other ones? Like I said, I think Ryoko, having that experience in terms of show business, really, like performing, she's not going to have as much trouble on that aspect as the other women. She's going to be able to kind of just focus on getting better in the ring. And yeah, it says she's 28. Tam, I think, debuted around that age, so it doesn't really mean anything physicality wise. Nanae is still wrestling in her 40s, so like, wait, is Nanae 40? Yeah, 45. So look at that, times are a changing. So we could be seeing a a long career from this woman if she is serious. That's the thing, though, is you can never really fully tell whether any of these are serious, like, because when there's really only 3 paths for a failed idol. It's kind of like a morbid joke online because it's so true. For a failed idol, they either quit altogether. That's the one that I added. I don't remember the third one. I just remember the other 2. They either quit altogether, go into porn, or become pro wrestlers, which is crazy that those are the options. Which, if you really think about it, the fact that these 3 women are going into pro wrestling means that they've essentially been their failed idols. So that's really rough. But like, so was Tam, and she became like one of the best wrestlers in the world right now. I mean, I can't say right now, back when I was watching a couple years ago. So which one of the 4 do you guys think is going to be the most standout? Do you guys think any of them are actually going to stick to it? Because they're probably going to be going through much harsher training now under Marigold than they would in Stardom. Fuka and Nanae, they're old school. They're very old school. It could be too rough for some of these women, and they might bow out. Who knows? Thank you for watching. Bye.